Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a Real Mom car tour of the 2024 Kia EV9. And if you are in the market for a three-row SUV for your family, but you also want an electric vehicle, you do not have many choices. So I'm going to tell you what I liked and what you need to know about the Kia EV9 so that you can see if it's right for your next family vehicle. So let's do it.
If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give Real Mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it.
Okay, no shame. I'm about to read you these specs because I am short on time, big on headache, and honestly, I'm probably about to get arrested. So work with me. Starting price, $73,900. As shown, this is $78,400. This is dual electric all-wheel drive, which means you have two electric motors to power this baby, and you need them just like in the Rivian R1S because you got a lot of weight in the vehicle, and then you're adding people and their things. So you got to account for that. But let's talk about what really matters. So you have the two electric motors. You're going to make 379 horsepower and generate 516 pound-feet of torque. Let's talk range. I wish the range were a little better. You charge back here, and you're going to get 270 miles of electric range on a full charge. A lot of studies have shown that the average person doesn't usually drive more than 30 to 40 miles a day. I know I probably don't, but 270 miles of electric range is on ideal conditions. Meaning if it's really cold, if it's really hot, if you're an erratic driver, if you're not using your one pedal, all those different things affect range. And so I would like to see closer to the 300, 310. Let me tell you a little bit about the range on the competition. Rivian, to me, is the same size. I don't have the exact specs, but that gets 410 miles of electric range. It's also dual motor, but it has 665 horsepower, where this one has 379. That starts at 76. This starts at 74. Let's talk aerodynamics. There is a reason that these door handles pop out when you approach, as long as you have the key in your pocket, and when you get in to drive, they are going to go away. And I'll lock it just so you can see it. One more time for the cheap seats. We'll lock it up, and they're going to go in. This is for aerodynamics. You want to extend your range as much as possible, like we were just talking about. One of the ways to do that is to reduce drag. Normally you're going to have air curtains so that you let the air pass through faster. Rivian, for example, has an air curtain right here beside the wheel well. Also have air curtains in the front. So I'm going to take you up there, and we are going to see if the EV9 looks as aerodynamically okay. So as far as design elements in the front, these are your air curtains on each side, and that's really all we've got for aerodynamics. Obviously the shape of the hood. And while we're up here, let's just talk about being in the front of the EV9, because if you're going to haul your people, you need to be able to haul their things, and you would do that in this front trunk. I am going to pop it open with this key fob. I'm going to use my key fob, hold this down to pop the frunk so that you can see how much storage we have under here. And surprise, it's not a lot. Okay, like I said, there's two dual electric motors, so that's eating up some of this space, but I think one is in the front and one is in the back. I'll verify. Under here, you have everything you need to charge. And if I take this out, you have a little bit of storage. You definitely do not have enough for a suitcase. So if that's important to you, you should know that. But in most three-row SUVs, you do not have storage under the hood because, I mean, obviously you don't. That's where the engine is. I do want you to see these lights. I did not turn them on currently. We are going to start it up so you can see the lights. We've got tricks on this baby. So we're gonna unlock, lock, and then do the auto hold. And this will remote start your EV9. And you see the lights blinking because she's on. Do you see that? That is more of the aerodynamics we were just talking about. I want to show you what it's like in the second row. These seats are power adjusted, so they will go up and back, and they will recline. You can get really comfortable back here. We do have 2 captain's chairs. I do not know if a bench is available, but I will look that up. And then I'm going to bring you in right now because I want you to see some of the amenities up close. We have sunshades. Your backseat passengers have both heated and ventilated seats, and that's again to help extend the range. You don't want to have to always blow your AC and your heat so high, so you can use that. You can control your rear climate from up here. You have 2 cup holders in the back of this armrest. You have a little hidden storage compartment with a tray that pulls out. This pushes back. You have storage here. These seats feel really good. They are synthetic leather. I love these headrests. Check this out. You can get your head really cozy. You have, similar to the Hyundai Palisade, you have dual sunroofs. This is fixed glass. That is a manual open, and also the glass will open. And then let me show you your charging ports. I love the fact that they are here and here. And then the driver can move this seat. So let's say I've got a long-legged person getting into my second row. I can reach over if I'm in the driver's seat and just move the seat up and back, which I think is incredibly helpful. It's a really good feature. This is what it looks like with my legroom, with me in a normal seating position. And it's really comfortable back here. I'm going to put my sunshade up because it's really bright right now. And I'm going to show you how to get into the third row. We're going to touch this button that's on the shoulder, and we have a power, tilt, and slide. The seat's just going to slowly move out of my way so that I can show you guys the third row. And that's as far as she's going, so just here I go. Oh my gosh. All right. This is a 2-person third row. This is what it looks like with this seat all the way back, and my knees are completely cramped. Actually, I can't get both of my legs behind it. It's tight. It's tight. It's very tight. I would not ride back here. If this seat's all the way back and lean back, I could not do it. You do have cup holders back here and a USB-C charging port on each side. You have tethers so that you can clip in your safety belts so they're not hanging. You don't have to crawl over it like I did. And the amenities are the exact same on both sides. So you have your vents up top, your reading lights, the 2 cup holders over here, actually 1 cup holder here, and then each person gets a USB-C. In the back, you have 2 sets of lower latches with 2 top tethers, and you also have that in the second row. So you could install 4 car seats with latches and tethers in the EV9. I'm going to bring this back just so you can see how if you're in the third row and you need to get this ready, you would just hit the button and the seat would come back, and it stopped before it hit my knees, which is very nice. So when you're in the third row and you want to get out, you do the same thing. You just touch that button and it's going to slowly move forward so that I can exit the third row. The last thing to see that we have not is the cargo. So I'm just going to open this up so that you can see how much room you have behind the third row. And since I don't have any bags, I've got a mama. It's tight. I was just in the Lexus TX. It has a lot more storage room behind the third row. Let's see if these seats recline in the third or if they'll just go, okay, they do not recline. They'll just go flat. Not bad, considering I don't think it's bad storage. So this is what it looks like. You can lay these flat and you can set them up. They could be all the way back. Okay, that's a good visual. And then you're gonna have less storage, or put them up right and you can get more stuff back here, obviously. You can drop your second row with these buttons You have a traditional household plug. There are more of these seatbelt tethers that I was telling you about to keep things neat and tidy. Here's your button for your liftgate. I'm not sure why it has a cover. I don't necessarily need a cover. You have a 12-volt plug, but that's about all I have got. I prefer to close it from up here. I probably missed something. I'm doing the best I can. In the driver's seat of the EV9, I have a fully digital display where all my gauges are. This is one continuous piece, and it's very similar to what they use in Hyundai and Genesis, if you're familiar with those, except this is the EV version. You can go home. You have your nav. Here's your screen. You control everything here. You can check the status of your battery and your charge. You can get directions to a charging station. You can adjust your seats, project your phone. I think it has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but I will let you know. Do not hold me to that because Hyundai has been requiring you to plug a cord in, which is not everybody's favorite. But just a quick peek from here. This is where you're going to do your adaptive cruise control. This is what your steering wheel looks like. It is a little bit flattened off. Voice assistance. I need directions to the Porter Hotel.
Please say the line number of the location you want to go to.
Number 1.
Would you like guidance to this location?
I would. Camera in your rearview mirror. And then this is what it looks like with your sunroof open. And if I want to open that one, if I want to open this screen, I do that here with this button. To let in a ton of natural light. I have a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders that tuck away like in my Palisade. So you can close this up, but I always need a cup holder. Put your bottle in, and that tucks away. Auto hold button, you have a ton of cameras, and this is what your camera angles look like. You see what's in front of you, what's behind you, and you can pop it out and see even more detailed stuff. I was the first car here earlier, and now I feel like people are parked all on top of me. That's how close I am to the curb, and that is a surround view. Notice this. This has haptics. These are actually buttons that work if you don't want to mess around with your screen. Can you hear that? You can do your map, you can search, go to your media, all of that. I think I have my directions ready. Do I? Yep, we are going to be there at 9:07. Here's where you charge. This is dedicated. That'll show up on your screen, which makes me think it's not wireless CarPlay. All USB-Cs. There is your 12-volt plug. Area for storage under here. I'm going to call that an enormous pass-through because this is floating. Wireless charging pad is under here and a tiny little area for storage here. So to get it in drive, this gear shifter, actually this is how you turn it on, which is wild. This is how you turn it on, and this is how you get it into gear. You have to twist forward into drive. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the Kia EV9. I know I had a lot of fun driving it. Downtown Portland is probably not the best place to film a video in the middle of the road, but hey, we did it. So if I am your vibe and you like this brand of chaos and real mom stuff, hit like or subscribe. You can find me all over social media. I am at TikTok and Instagram, and I'm also at realmomcartours.com. So for me and the EV9, thanks for watching.